Greetings, I am Laz.
And I am Scandal.
And let's play a game together.
Alright, Juniper, it's time to use those powers of persuasion.
Juniper is trying to get the secret covert information out of our young liaison here.
What would Lies do in this situation?
Why don't you just try and be yourself? Do you really think you're useless at everything?
I don't know. I want to be friends with Miss Sue too, but a secret's no fun if you don't share it. What if Percy teaches you more movie tricks? Or you could kind of be honest and...
All of those, okay, 2 of those sound like a weird lie.
Yes.
And the other one sounds like coercion.
Yeah, I'm not into this. Like, little kids sometimes understand going, look, my siblings do things that, like, my sibling does something that makes people unhappy, and I know it does.
Mm-hmm. And it also could just be this thing of going, hey, like, you really can level with kids and being like, I know that they're involved in some secret stuff, and I have something really important to talk to them about. So if you share this with me, I won't share it with anyone else. Mm-hmm. You know,
yeah.
That kind of thing.
I'm like, I don't know what to go for, because this is weird.
I feel like if she thinks Lies is just successful at talking to anyone ever, I feel like it would still be that I want to be friends with Miss Sue too. We assume that's what Lies' magic is just friends with everyone.
Friends for everyone! I wish I could tell her the whole truth and be honest like Lies, but I'll have to be careful too.
Why will you...
Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
Okay.
I wish I could tell her the whole truth and be honest like Lies, but I'll have to be careful too.
So, but I won't do those things. I'll have to be careful too.
Does that make any sense to you? Because I am lost.
It doesn't. I'd like to do these, but I'll have to be careful as well, even though I'm not going to do those things.
I know!
That's what it sounds like, but...
What?
The but is I'm not going to do those things, so I'll have to be careful also. I don't understand.
I don't know, but what... Hey, excuse me, my burp. Okay. Juniper's feeling it. Miss Sue sounds like a great person, and I'd really love to be friends with her too. She knows a lot about games, right?
Also, I'm just like, my friend is feeling the French fries. Juniper, too many French fries.
Too many fries. Woo! Yup, Miss Sue knows all the everything about every game. All of them. I'd really like to talk to her about arcades. She visited my favorite arcade lately, but hasn't come back since then. I just want to talk to her about our arcade. And I promise you I can keep the secret too. All I want to do is talk. It won't hurt her or anything.
Oh, that's fascinating. To put that in specifically, going, we'll just assume that you were thinking I would hurt her. That changes the entire tone to end it with that.
Because you don't know why Shu's not telling you.
No, I figured out why Lies and Juniper are friends. They both panic when they're nervous.
Maybe?
That's what I'm getting.
I don't know. It hurt me. Okay.
Well... BFFs for life.
I understand you want to protect your friend. That's great. You're a great friend. And we like to be great friends too. I don't know. Okay, I'm feeling very weird about tricking a little girl at this point. Lyson is here so we can be friendly and diplomatic. Even if it's super easy to dupe this kid. No, it's not.
It's actually not super easy to dupe this kid because it hasn't worked.
I know. I'm like...
Nope, super easy. If it's not working, it's not the super easy.
Even if it'd be super easy to dupe this kid, I should be a little more honest. Miss Tia, the thing is, someone's being very mean to my friend. Mixed lies, and we're hoping Miss Sue can help us. That's why we really want to talk to her. We want to be friends with Miss Sue, so she'll help us against this bully. Maybe she won't want to help, but we have to try.
Thank you for leveling with this child.
Please, like, my dear, fucking... Mixed Lies believes in being kind to people. That's why they sent us here, to find someone who's friends with Miss Sue, so we can make all of this better again. Would you be willing to help us? If you don't want to, that's okay. We'd understand.
This is a really neat way to level with her, but it's also weird that she didn't have that approach at first.
Yeah.
On the other hand, it's like, why are you trying to be like Lies instead of be yourself? Lies didn't send themselves. They sent you. And also, I'm amazed at how quiet Percy is during all of this. 0 input, 0 interaction. He really does seem like a solid introvert. I'll just wait.
Honestly, I have to say, why is he here? Like, that just kind of... Mixed Lies?
I remember them.
Yep. I remember them. They helped me when I lost all my tickets at a birthday party. I hit the button and I
You did it to yourself when you were reading this time. Oh
Damn it.
my god.
That's because also, like, I'm so used to the thing ending early and then it continues. Like,
right.
sometimes it just throws me off. They helped me when I lost all my tickets at a birthday party. They made everything better again.
I do, again, still like the return of characters and that it does actually, your choices do affect things. It's nice.
Yes, I'll help you. I'll help you in Mixed Lies lots. Miss Sue should be friends with a great person like Mixed Lies. There's a really old arcade where my brother and Sue and her friends all hang out. It's not too far from my home, and it's got so many games in it. Percy gets his phone out and starts trying to figure out the address based on her description of the area.
I'm amazed that there's a super old ancient arcade anywhere that doesn't belong to Deco.
Also, an arcade that's really old, especially when little kids are inclined to exaggerate, because I'm sorry, I remember being a child and going, that person is 16. They are ancient.
They are. Wow, you are 25. You are so old.
Oh, God! Yeah, no, like,
It's okay.
That's hilarious. I'm just relieved to be out of the spotlight as it translates from little girlies into workable mappies. Huh.
Says here it's a warehouse owned by Nostalgia Commodities.
Betting it's not actually a real arcade.
It's a super big warehouse with one huge room, a
Big
really tall...
house.
Super big house. Excuse me. Super big house with one huge room, a really tall ceiling, and stairs and stuff.
Quite good.
Sounds accurate. Very well. Shall we depart? I'm sure Miss Mixed Lies is sure to make friends with Miss Sue.
Is eager to make friends.
Is eager to make friends. Well, it works anyway.
It's true.
Alright, since we're friends and stuff now, you know, Sue isn't really her name, right? Not her whole, this is dumb.
Her whole name. I mean, why would you volunteer that?
Stop.
Are you afraid that they're going to call her Sue and offend her?
Okay, so I feel like this is leading up to something, and I have to say this is a dumb way to introduce it with this child. That, like, we have to give you some sort of twist now. That I have been wondering if Sue is actually Dekonami's kid.
Oh my god, really?
Like
that's...
That seems about right, considering the fact that he's basically using them. Sue is actually one of the more interesting looking characters.
It
It's
would
either
make
that or, like,
sense
Clyde.
that that he would have some direct connection to them, because otherwise, why would he work with a bunch of kids?
Absolutely.
It would have to be sort of a weird obligation.
But this lead up to it sounds incredibly artificial.
Also, if we're going to not her whole name, you're going to say it's Sue Dekonami, or Tsunami, right?
Tsunami?
Her name is Tsunami?
Yeah.
Your dad has a sense of humor, if that's what it is.
Yeah.
Or your mom did.
Ooh, maybe.
So, is Deco married, if that's the case? Well, let's find out whether or not this is the thing.
Anyway, so not her whole name. I mean,
It's a secret.
her name's a secret, so I can't ask this poor girl to divulge any more secrets. I already feel a bit weird about this. Like, why are you trying to tell me, honey? Like, I don't. But she motions for me to kneel down anyway, so she can whisper. Her name is.
And a mom's gonna show up. A parent will barge in. Oh, we don't get to know.
Oh, we don't get to know.
Ah! Because I was gonna say,
Wow.
if her name is Tsunami and her mom named her, I would just be like, your mom has an incredible sense of humor. That's
Your
hilarious.
mom also wanted everyone to know that they can get wrecked.
Yeah, right? You are literally a force of nature.
Yep.
You are a tsunami. That's talk about empowering through
Well,
names. That's
I-
amazing. But that's just a guess at this point. We
I
have no
did-
idea.
Wow!
Pardon me?
Cotton? Okay, I gotta go find my big sister. Bye!
Bye!
Bye! What was that about? I think I just figured out a lot of what's going on. I'll tell you on the way back to Funtervention.
To Funtervention. I still
Whoa.
love Funtervention.
Not only did we learn out where Miss Sue, Sue was hiding out, but we may have just been handed a heck of a plot twist. I can't wait to get home and divulge this info to Lies. And now that I think about it, I'm glad I can help out my BFF. I'm gonna reiterate over and over again.
We are BFFs, not just people who know each other.
And they start feeling, okay, so I have to say a thing, sometimes these characters, like, I keep waiting for them to go a little bit harder, more depth, more basically beyond the tropes that they've established.
Okay.
And they keep circling back around to them.
I will add a little more label to this character, then carefully just push that away.
Yeah.
Because it does feel like that sometimes, that they really are going, here's the secret side of each of these people, going, you know, this one's actually, you know, in conflict about their self, you know, worth. This one's actually, you know, really struggling to keep their position, you know, where they are in the job they have. This one's actually, you know, got a heart condition and is dying, you know, and that's, you know, and that kind of thing. But then sort of backpedaling to, nope, they're just the person on the surface.
Look, here's your BFF. Here's your childhood friend.
Juniper's got a lot more going on, where she's basically treating you like a dismissive romantic partner that is exhausting her. But you know, you're just BFFs forever. That's what you do.
Yay! We've been friends for years, and hopefully for many more years to come.
That actually sounds like a repeat of like something she said like 3 or 4 times now.
That's
Whoa.
the other reason why I mentioned
like your dialogue sounds identical. Are you trying to convince yourself, Juniper?
All we have to do is get past this teensy-weensy little bump in the road, right?
Otherwise, we won't be friends for years to come?
Right? Just like stop a megalomaniacal arcade czar from ruining all our hopes and dreams using nothing more than a street address and a name. But I'm gonna do this. I'll be right there by Liza's side, all the way until the end.
Okay.
Who are you trying to convince, honey?
Like I was gonna say, are you trying to pep talk yourself into doing this because you don't want to? Are you trying to convince yourself this is what's going on?
IDK. We win together or we go down together. No other way.
There is no splitting people up. We have guaranteed it in Juniper's head.
Even if I'm kind of like hoping for a win. Like just, you know, a solid
I don't want us all to go down together.
A whole win.
Whoa. Hang on. Where are we?
No, we're Bly Scandal.
Okay, I know, but this is in the Funplex.
Yes.
We don't own the Funplex. Where are we?
Come on.
Okay. I awakened to the sounds of pain. More specifically, the groans of pain escaping my own throat. Apparently getting shot in the leg hurts. It hurts a lot. And sleeping on the second-hand employee couch, probably not the finest choice for rest. Where are we? When is this? The nap was a definite necessity, however. I'm not operating at full speed anymore. Not right now anymore. We're saying this is permanent?
What? No, keep going.
No, I just like that is such a permanent statement. Like I'm not operating at full speed right now. It's anymore. This is my new state of existence. And won't be for a few weeks to come. But sleep didn't make my muscles any less achy.
I must have forgotten to take my pills.
I must have forgotten to take your pain meds.
There we go.
If anything, I've got a headache on top of it. Joy of joys. But right now, I got 99 problems and my physical condition ain't one. The fate of Funtervention is what matters most.
I think they just reused the room.
That seems impossible that we would be able to get a hold of exactly the same things and set them up the same way and have the same shape of break room. Okay, those pizza places have the tiniest little break rooms for their employees. It would never be this big. Plus, the kitchen would be right in front of it based on the ones I've been inside of that friends have worked in and stuff.
Okay.
You could not have this room there and have all that external room.
Also, you're really gonna tell me that the security room is inside your employee room?
Is inside your employee break room?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh god, okay.
And also again, we set it up identical. We even got the same 4 monitors, things we weren't allowed to take with us. Unless when he said gather whatever your stuff is. We even took the same vending machine and the conference table and everything. But again, you wouldn't have a room with the same ceiling and the same little cabinet in the wall. Like, that wouldn't happen. The same concrete door and setup. This is definitely not the inside of a pizza building.
It's okay. I'm like, alright, you had to reuse stuff. I will try to be nice. I'm just like, it's a little disappointing because they've been really good about adding in areas.
And adding new backgrounds to things. Yeah, and we suddenly got to go new places. This is weird.
It's a little wild.
Alright.
Beep beep, flies! You should probably be getting up now.
It's also weird without mentioning it specifically. We absolutely recreated the old break room. Like, without mentioning it at all. I'm up. I'm up.
Goody! So, have you given any thought as to how you're going to win over Sue's favor once you go confront her?
Actually, I'm just giving a lot of thought to exactly how detailed and open you were being in front of Gavin after, we've had those discussions that it's a problem. But, I wasn't there for all of them, but I still feel like it's a thing. Well, usually I just sort of stumble through these things. I'm an absolute natural. And decide stuff like on the fly. I don't plan, but I'm still good anyway.
Exactly like Marty.
Marty?
Marty McFly.
Is that how he does everything? I've only seen
It was a joke. It was a joke.
Oh, do everything on the fly like Marty. Okay,
Marty
got it.
McFly.
Sorry,
All right, yeah.
It was a pun. I missed
Okay.
Oh, that's no good. You know those intense identity situations I've been tracking? The ones where you can't take certain approaches that don't mesh with your personality?
What? Like where I can't go for broke if I'm a cautious kind of person?
Well, it's not so much that you can't, more that you shouldn't try something that goes against who you are as a person. People will see right through it.
It's true. It will feel like a lie because it'll be disingenuous.
I'm betting Sue will know if you're play acting at something you aren't.
Yes.
This will be a super intense identity situation. Only one way through. Oh no, one. When the time comes, you're going to have to take a stand based on your highest personality score.
And if she doesn't like that, that's the end of everything.
Also, you guys, I feel so bad because as far as I know, right now, based like the last time we saw it, the neutral was the highest.
We were a basic person.
We have no opinion, and as they stated in the beginning of the game, it's just the option that will kind of let things just sort of run.
You're really a basic ass bitch.
Yeah, we just go with the flow constantly. And I'm actually kind of frustrated because honestly, we were picking other options more regularly, and as this game has gone on, we have picked less and less of them because they just don't seem to work very well.
Because we've gotten more confused about basically what the priorities are and who we are because they keep telling us new information about ourselves.
And it's really difficult to make choices, so it's okay.
Not more numbers and systems. Also, this is a weirdly meta moment, and it started back with the whole dating thing, where Iris is now basically driving us to go, your life is a game, and you need to understand that your life is a game. Because Iris is completely 100% meta aware. She knows she's talking to us about a game outside of Lies, which is interesting, because she wraps things up every chapter, speaking to us, the players, and then talks to Lies in-game. And it just feels really weird for her to suddenly be like, I'm trying slowly to explain to Lies that they're in a video game, and that their choices are limited based on that experience. And that's a really weird approach to take.
Also, though, I feel like at the same time, they were expecting you to put in your own damn name. So, Lies, they were expecting you to play Lies.
As myself, I'd have never been able to.
Yeah.
Because I would have done things, you can't, it would be a very rare person that could write a multiple choice that made me feel like I was doing what I would want to do. So it'd be impossible for me to play myself because there's no
But you would have to play yourself basically within the options that you had.
As best you could. Which means
so they are really expecting that you would be playing yourself. Like again, so remember we had that conversation with Drakanishi about that before, hello Drakanishi.
Right, so yeah, and Drakanishi had said that a lot of people when they're playing these first person games just put in their own name and play as themselves. They do a self-insert.
Yep.
And I've never done that with any game ever. On the other hand, the video games that I got started on were a lot of old games that my dad gave me, and they had protagonist characters, so I was never used to that. I wasn't raised with it.
I remember one of the big names that I used in my Pokemon games was I called myself Christina.
Really?
I did.
Okay, so Katie was my favorite name in the world when I was a little kid.
Oh, really?
You have a fan name.
Right.
My favorite fictional name, because I didn't know anyone named Katie.
That's cute.
Was Katie, and I named my first 4 pets all Katie.
Oh, that's
in
adorable.
succession. I had a hamster named Katie, I had a praying mantis named Katie, I had a snake named Katie.
Ah, that's cute. See, and then my great grandma,
and a
her name
doll
was
named
Katie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cute.
It's
Anyway,
adorable.
so this is, I don't feel like there's a good division because if we're supposed to be playing ourselves, they've told us who we are, and we obviously aren't that person. We aren't someone who lives in an apartment with our best friend. On average, not speaking for myself. Oops. I was gonna say, in a futuristic world where we have living AI and also arcades dominate a lot of the business industry.
And gang wars.
And
around
there are
these
gang wars that are just actively a part of the city. Plus, there is a lot of developed technology as far as the internet is concerned and communication that isn't really here, and much more common drone usage based on that quick delivery.
Yeah.
So again, we're a little bit in the future, and so we know we don't live there, so it's impossible for us to play ourselves outside of this and inside of it, and the 2 layers are not meshing well for me at this moment.
Yeah.
And it seems to be getting more and more awkward, those 2 layers trying to come together. As we play this apparently fictionalized version of ourselves where we're trying to drag ourselves out of a hole of being a slovenly, disorganized, unplanning person who basically misuses our roommate and best friend into someone who's functioning and has a career and doesn't just hop from job to job and pays real bills like an adult.
I really still wish that they had told you in the beginning
that you were a fucking slob.
Because they do tell you in the very beginning that you had three per particular jobs. That they, then would have gone, you're also a slob and drive your roommate fucking crazy. Or just go, you're a slob.
Going, I really appreciate that she picks up her stuff and keeps things clean, because I don't.
Yeah, or something.
Like, that would have been a real easy addition.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, it's for your own good, Lies. I'm just trying to help you make decisions that will save Funtervention, and that means being true to your spirit.
And what's that mean, exactly?
According to my calculations, right now, your best bet for how to convince Sue is to be kindly.
Oh, apparently kindly is the highest. We
Oh,
have
okay.
chose a lot of love recently.
And that was with Juniper.
Why?
Why does... Okay, I'm fine.
It's fine.
It's silly, but it still annoys me because
I'd
I'm like,
also
that's
love-
Juniper's section, not Lies.
I'd also love to see the bars right now and see if we had an experience like when we were possibly dating people, how many of them, like if we had 2 or 3 that were the same height.
I know.
And they were all the highest, that would be hilarious. Or 2 of them that were the same height, like basically and love or whatever.
I really want somebody to, like, get into this game and just go, all right, guys, this is the way to get, like, even if it makes no sense, to get the highest options with everybody.
Right.
And balance out everything. I think it would be called hysterical.
It would be amazing.
You've done a great job opening your heart to others and getting them to empathize with you. Do that with Sue, and she'll be your friend in no time. We don't want her necessarily to be our friend.
We don't need her to be our friend. We need her to be an ally. Like,
Yes.
the thing is going, especially since friendship model in this game seems to be if you don't actively maintenance them, spending time with them and making decisions that they approve of, they lose favor for you. That sounds like a terrible friendship model.
No kidding.
And one thing that actually I was talking to another friend about this game just recently when I was just describing and sort of pitching the game to them because there are some really cool things about it where I said, it's interesting how everyone seems to have drop out of favor with you, stop liking you and being interested in you if you don't choose things in direction towards them or spend time with them deliberately. And my friend said, yeah, that sounds like some people are like that. And I said, okay, some people are like that, where if you don't actively maintenance the friendship, they feel like it's falling apart and they feel less affectionate towards you. Some people don't just go, yeah, we get along great, so we're still in that favorable standing and it stays where it is. And I said, but wouldn't it be amazing if all 6 completely different personalities all behave the exactly same way towards you, where every one of them is, if you don't maintenance me, I like you less and less on a regular basis?
Right.
That sounds insane.
Yeah.
And that was something that I hadn't come up with before until I had talked to my good friend about it. And it was like this interesting thing of going, it does make sense that some people would be like, yeah, if you're not actively spending time on me, I don't feel like we're building a friendship. Therefore, I feel less and less close to you as time goes on.
Yeah.
But like that all 6 people would behave exactly like that sounds wild.
That's a little bonkers, actually. But you know what? We are out of time. So thank you very much, everybody, for following us. If you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and also share our videos if you're having a good time with us. Please also feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi and our Patreon. We have some links in the description down below. And I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies.
And it was great playing with